Overcoming online embarrassment becomes very easy when you are confident in what you are saying, the message that you're spreading, and what you want the world to think about you. When you're confident about all those things, you start putting out content that you feel right about, you feel true about. It feels like you're doing the right thing when you're spreading a message that everyone should be hearing. I used to double back on everything I used to post. I used to just like look at the videos and be like, oh, well, it didn't get enough views. Maybe I didn't do something right. And I used to just delete the videos. And now I just realized like it doesn't fucking matter. Like people are going to come back to it over time. If I delete it, then nobody will see it in the first place. You know what I mean? It's all about just compounding the views or whatever you're looking for in your videos. If you're spreading the message, don't go back. Just post it and let it sit there. If anything, it'll show you how you have grown over. It's like a digital diary. If you're posting something, don't delete it, bro. You still get to see who you were just a few weeks ago, months ago, few years ago. And eventually people will start picking up on the message that you're trying to, you know, spread. Even if it looks pretty shallow at first, you're getting 5 views, 20 views. Eventually, bro, if you're confident about what you're saying, people will start picking up on it and they'll start intaking it. That's the content that people want to see. You know what I mean? I used to, I used to be very self-aware about like what I posted. I never posted anything on Instagram. I basically ever. And it wasn't because I was shy. It was just because I didn't have anything to post. I was just that type of guy. I didn't really take photos. I never really reposted anything. I wasn't on Instagram a lot anyway. But if I ever did, I was, very self-aware about like what I posted. I would always just like something in the back of my mind was just overthinking it. I was like, okay, well, what if they look at my shoes? If are they dirty? Is my clothes dirty? Is the camera quality shit? I just be inspecting everything about a photo or anything that I reposted, and I used to just like try to think about it from another person's perspective, whether it be a bad like a pretty girl, whether it be my friend, whether it be some random stranger. I mean, I had my account on private, but you know what I'm trying to say is that I used to think about it from other people's perspectives, and that was what was making me kind of just overthink it. Instead of me just posting it for my own good, you know, for my own whatever feels right to me, I used to think about it of how other people would look at it, and it never made sense. Like why would I look at something from another person's perspective when it's only my perspective that I can ever see? And why does it even matter? I was always overthinking it until I realized that nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares at all. People forget about things like that, like instantly. You can't even remember the last video you watched. And this is just part of the world we live in. Cringe things are forgotten quicker than not cringe things. And I'll stand on that. I mean, even think about it. If you're ever in school, middle school, high school, there was probably some incident that was super cringe, just like like it ruined the school's reputation, or it ruined your friend group's reputation, or someone that you knew did some cringe stuff, right? Or if you did it, people would talk about it all day, and then in a day, or a day or two, or give it a week even, it's gone. Nobody even bats an eye at it. Nobody even glances at it. Nobody even thinks about it. And if you ask those people now, how, I mean, like years later, they probably wouldn't even remember it. They probably didn't even they it's not even in their local memory. They'd have to dig through like some fucking files in order to find it. And that's what I mean. People forget about things just like instantly. So if you're embarrassed, you're only embarrassed in that moment. Later on, you're not going to regret it. You're not going to be embarrassed later on. When people start actually appreciating the message that you're trying to say, when people start, looking at the stuff that you're saying, they're like, damn, yo, he's right. Maybe I should have, or maybe they start tagging along with what you're saying, or they start reposting what you're saying. All of the above, bro. And that's what I mean. Like, that's why I started posting stuff, is because it was a shift in my mindset. I started becoming like so self-aware about what other people thought, and I was just like, okay, well, I know I'm saying the right thing, and I might as well just post it online because I can get more people to hear it. If I went up to, I live in, let's say I live in a city, and I went to every person and I was saying this message, it would take a long, long time to go to every person and individually tell them what I'm trying to say. But if I post it online, people will come in and just start watching it at their own free will. I don't have to go to them and tell them the right message. But nothing changes about my confidence in what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to tell other people, is that when you start posting online, you have the first video that you do is the most important one. It sets a foundation for, you know it changes your mindset, and then on and on, you start reinforcing that mindset as you go on and post more videos. You start just saying what you want, bro. You don't want to, you don't just like comply with what YouTube wants you to think, or what the fucking audience wants you to say. You just say what you want to say, and then eventually you'll find your people will find you. It's a mutual benefit. So yeah, bro, start. If you have a message, bro, if you are confident in what you stand for, just post it. Just do it, bro. It's there. You literally lose nothing and you gain something. What if it starts off slow, bro? Who gives a shit, bro? Eventually things will start picking up and it will start going your way. You just need to start now. Everyone, again, like, I have friends that are who are only 20, and they wish they started doing content or started posting what they wanted to say earlier. They wish that they had done something while they were my age, while they were, even younger than my age, because they realize that we live in a digital world and you have to start doing something online. It's that simple. So again, one final time, bro. If you have a message, post it, bro. Do it. Thanks for watching, bro. I appreciate it.